Marmorino Tintoretto is a low-sheen, lime-based Venetian plaster made with fine-grained marble, creating a contemporary or a traditional stucco look on interior and exterior surfaces. Marmorino Tintoretto, regular, skip trowel, and 2 colors effect. You will first need to apply the Dead Quartz Primer. Watch the primer video for proper application. Let the quartz primer dry for a minimum of 5 hours before adding plaster. Apply the first coat of Marmorino Tintoretto. In a smooth and even fashion, work in square yards. Create a coat that's not too thick or too thin. Allow the surface to dry a minimum of 12 hours. Apply the second coat of Marmorino Tintoretto, again keeping the consistency of the layer throughout. Once you've covered the surface, smooth out the layer with the trowel. Continue to clean the trowel as you go. Allow the surface to dry a minimum of 12 hours. Another option is the Marmorino Tintoretto Skip Trowel effect. You will first need to apply the Dead Quartz Primer. Refer to the beginning of this video for details. Let the quartz primer dry for a minimum of 5 hours before adding plaster. Apply the first coat of Marmorino Tintoretto. Create a smooth, even coat, not too thick or too thin. Keep the consistency throughout. We're applying a white base coat and plan to play with different colors in the glazing. Wait for it to set for 15 to 20 minutes. The plaster can leave lines on the surface. Use a damp sponge and move it in a circular motion to remove them. Allow it to dry for a minimum of 12 hours. Apply the second coat of Marmorino Tintoretto. As you apply the second coat, leave open gaps throughout the surface. This is what creates the skip trowel effect. Let it set for 5 to 10 minutes. And go back and smooth over the gaps so they look more natural. Press and smooth and clean the trowel throughout until you have achieved the look that you want. Allow it to dry for a minimum of 12 hours. Choose any color Velouture glaze and dilute it 4-part water, 1 part glaze. We've chosen a cream color. Cover the entire surface with a sponge. On large surfaces, it's recommended to use a clear glaze first. This adds washability, preserves the surface, but also seals the surface, giving you more time to play with the color. If you don't like the color, you can wipe it off and try again. Between each coat of glaze, wait 2 hours for it to dry. Now, we're going back over with a brown color. Put it 4-part water, 1 part glaze. Choose which part of the surface that you want to accent with the darker color. Now to add depth, we're going back with a red color. If you don't like the color scheme that you have, you can always wash it off and try again if you first applied the clear glaze. It's easier to go from light to dark than it is to go from dark to light. Using the Marmorino Tintoretto skip trowel effect with Velour glaze, you can create infinite, classic or contemporary multicolor stucco finishes. Let your imagination run wild. The Marmorino Tintoretto 2 Colors effect. You will first need to apply the Mioded Quartz Primer. Watch the primer video for proper application. Let the quartz primer dry for a minimum of 5 hours before adding plaster. After applying your base coat color and allowing it to fully dry, place the colors on the trowel and apply to the surface. Choose which direction the veins will go, but stay consistent with the direction you choose. The Marmorino Tintoretto 2 Colors effect creates an authentic marble look. It's made up of a base color and a combination of 2 colors with the option to add more, designed in a vein-like pattern similar to a marble surface. Choose your base color. We have chosen a cream-colored base and a lighter cream plus a brown for the veins. We suggest choosing colors within the same color palette. Cover the surface, blending and adding to your preference. Occasionally the colors may blend too much under the trowel. Go back over with a thin paintbrush and create thin veins in the same direction on the surface. Smooth out the veins, blending them into the existing paint. Continue to put more of the 2 to 3 color blend on the trowel, heaviest on the base, and repeat the application with the trowel covering the surface. You are the artist here, so if you see the need to add more veins, follow your creative inspiration. You can always smooth over the surface with a trowel and start again. If the veins are too dark, you can lighten them by adding white and mixing the paint before applying. Blend the colors with the trowel. Go back over and press with the trowel, smoothing the surface. If the colors aren't blending to your preference, using a spray bottle, spray water on the surface to assist with the blending. If you like, you can apply a sealer to seal the surface, protect it, and add washability, or you could use Mioded Hydro Wax. The Hydro Wax adds an extra high sheen element to your marble look. The Marmorino Tintoretto 2 Colors effect is a low sheen, elegant, traditional or contemporary stucco look made with fine grained marble and your creative vision.